Hello, this is the presentation for webstack React of the week 8. Basically, I will explain, make an introduction about React. I will show you how to use it, and I will show you some libraries and frameworks to use with React. So we will start with the introduction. What's React? React is a JavaScript library. It's a JavaScript library for creating user interfaces. And also it's component oriented. So just to show you an example, I will show you an example of a news page here in Argentina. We have this row with different elements, and with React you can use the same component. For example, this is a component, and you can use the same component to render all the items here in all this page, for example, and reuse the same component and just repeat in all the site where we need a structure like that with title and image. React also internally use a concept called virtual DOM. The virtual DOM is a copy of the DOM in memory. So basically, React uses that virtual DOM to have a copy of the real DOM and compare the changes, compare the virtual DOM with the real DOM, and make the changes on the DOM just when the application need make a change. So with that we improve a lot the performance because we aren't updating all the time or the DOM of our application. We should update the DOM when we need. Just to show a live example, we have a table, and with that table we're updating some values in the table all the time, and in the right we can see only updating the parameters over the tags, and we need just updating the value or some class, but not the entire structure of tags. With the virtual DOM in React, we should update what we need to change. So with that virtual DOM, we are comparing all the time what we need to change and only change that. So about who use React, React is created by Facebook, and it's open source. Anyone can contribute to that project. You can search on GitHub, and a large company list use React, like Twitter, Facebook, Netflix, Instagram, eBay, Yahoo. Yes, if you look LinkedIn, you can see a lot of positions related with React. Front-end developer with React or things like that. So how to use it? I will show you an example. We have this example of the week 5 where we can add a scripture here, and then we can remove it, and I make that application in React. So I will show you how to make that application that we use with JavaScript in React. So This is a component in React. We have a functional component. Basically, we have a function, and the return of a function have HTML tags, and we will show what we return here. So if I change that to testing title, that that will change here to testing title. If I change to back to, that will back to the title. So we have in the return of the component, we have the structure that we need. So to make this exercise, basically we use two effects of React called useState. Basically, useState it's to manage variables. It's what provides React to manage variables in the components. We have that hook or effect exposed two parameters. The first, the variable, and then the setter, basically to set a value in that variable. So for this example, we have the input, and we use the event on change, and every time to we write or type over the input, we will set the text that be bright in using that function, and we will have in text the value that we type. And then when we click add chapter, we will see we are listening the onClick event, and we set list, and we get the list and concat the new text. Set list use the same effect, but it's an array. So we basically with set list we push the current list and we concat the new text. And with that, in the list variable we will have the new value of the list. Then we just map the list that we saved previously, and we map that, and we map the li tag, and with that we are just mapping the values, the scriptures, with the button to delete it. And to delete it, we just click. We also listen the onClick event, and we filter the item of the array. So with that, we use our React component to use the same example that we use with plain JavaScript. So we can make this scripture one, and we add it. Then we can delete the other. So I copy the same, and I switch to React and components. And for example, one way to reuse a component, it's using list item, and in this list item we can use a new component here, receive like we can basically use see, I will not make the entire example, but we can basically move this map to a component and make something like make a map passing the item, and with that we are using the same component, or reusing the same component to all items in the map. So if we walk to the example, I will show you a little of Redux. Redux is a framework to manage the state, basically to manage the variables of React, or to manage all the state of your application. And Redux proposes a architecture to work with React and to manage the state of the application. Basically, you have your store with all the information, but they provide some actions to when you have an event in your view. We call these actions. This action dispatch and change the state of your application, and that change in the state of your application will change your view. So it's like a reactive reactive flow of your application. So this is a framework to manage the state of your application, commonly used on React. Also, just to show you, we have a React Native. React Native is a framework where you use React to create mobile applications. So it's just to name it in the presentation. But you can use React for make web application, but also you can use React to make mobile application with this framework, React Native. So this is the presentation of React. I show you an introduction and a little of what happened in the deep. I show you how to use, and I show you a framework for React. And I also show you just a little bit React Native and how to use how the people use for make mobile application. So I feel this is my presentation. Yeah, bye.